And finally, right after Kent Tonight, we have a brand new episode of the Kent Film Club where we take a deep dive into the impact certain films have had on guests' lives. To find out what's to come and some surprise film trivia to quiz him, I'm joined by the show's presenter, Chris Deacy. Chris, thank you for coming on tonight's show. Now, you're having a guest on tonight's programme who I think viewers will know very well. It's KMTV's Kent Tonight's very own Abby Hook. What did you talk about today?
Well, so we've learned about Abby's favourite films, and also what was so revealing is, of course, not just the random selection of films, but the way that there's a clear interplay between her choices and her own life experiences. So it's a real treat tonight.
No pressure, because I've got to go and do one of these episodes in the coming weeks. What do Abby's 4 film choices say about her?
Well, it shows that there's lots of glamour and glitz, but also real thought. There's one in particular that's a psychological thriller, and it relates to an experience in her own life. You may well know the story, but you'll find out tonight. So I learned it for the first time. So the film was a way in to opening up something about issues around memory and identity.
Well, we'll have to stay tuned to find out what that was straight after this programme. Right, let's go on to our quick fire round. I've got a few questions for you, Chris. We're going to go over the first one. What is the highest grossing film this has ever crossed the whole world?
Oh, the highest ever. I'd almost want to say something like Gone with the Wind, because it's been around for so long, or maybe Jurassic Park.
A bit more recent than that.
One of the Marvel films?
No. It's Avatar, with a worldwide box office gross of $2.9 billion. OK, moving on to the next one. What is the top grossing film of this year? Oh,
of this year? Because 2 years ago we've been the Bond film. Mission Impossible.
Not quite.
Oh, Barbie.
Barbie, of course it is. And what is the second ranked? I didn't even know this was a movie.
Oppenheimer.
No, it wasn't. Super Mario Bros, apparently.
Oh, I did see that with my children.
There we go. OK, what was the first film to be made with sound?
Oh, that was The Jazz Singer, 1928.
1 year out, 1927. But well done. Full points, I think, for that one. What about the longest film ever?
Oh, the longest film ever. Oh, there is one that they show at the BFI every year that's like 9 hours and they show it in 3 installments. I don't know if that's the one on your list.
It's The Cure for Insomnia. In 1987, according to Guinness World Records, it lasts 85 hours. That's not funny, I'm afraid, on that
my
one.
list for Christmas.
OK, moving on. We've got 2 more left to go. Where and when was the first film made?
The first film, the legend. Oh, that was probably in France in 1895.
Slightly earlier, and it was up north in the UK.
Oh, do tell.
1888 in Leeds, and it was called The Roundhay Garden Scene, and it was believed to be the first motion picture recorded. But maybe that was more just a video clip rather than an actual full film. And finally, let's bring it back to Kent. How much money did filming activity in Kent make this year?
Oh, I want to say something like 70 million.
Slightly less, 10 million.
OK.
With Mission Impossible, Empire of Light, The Beekeeper, all being shot in Kent last year. Some brilliant movies, and there's lots to come actually in Kent this year. Very busy year for the Kent Film Office, with Kent County Council Film Officer revealing that this year has brought in excess of £10 million. Well, Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show this evening.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Kent Film Club straight after this with Abby Hook. I'm going to be watching it in the newsroom.